Okay, well, we're on to our last session on this stage this afternoon, and the speaker is Yuri.
Yes.
Yuri, yes, is that right? Yeah,
yes, Yuri.
Founder of Linkup China. It's a consultancy that helps small businesses expand into China. Now, Yuri previously worked for Ogilvy & Mather and also in real estate and fashion, carrying out business development for foreign companies entering the China market. And before setting up Linkup China, Yuri headed the China Club of the London Capital Club, which is a business members club. And so today, she's going to talk about the rise of WeChat and the WeMedia and how that impacts media in China and what publishers can learn from it.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to FIPP, and thank you for joining me in this session. I believe my session is the last in the specialist stage today, so I would like to open my speech with a question. How many of you have used Facebook today? Please raise your hand. Yeah, great. How many of you have used LinkedIn today? Please raise your hand. Great. What about Twitter? How many of you have heard about WeChat before today? Wow, that's really surprised me. You really keep yourself updated. So how many of you have used WeChat today? Oh, wow, great. Yeah, so WeChat is a mobile-only messaging app in China with more than 900 million active users, and we check it every single hours. So today I would like to share with you how we use WeChat to communicate with customers in China and how we can learn from it as a publisher. So probably I should introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Yuri, originally from China and now based in London, helping the business here expand into the Chinese market. I was trained in Ogilvy & Mather, which is the largest PR company in the world. And then for my entire life, I have been in PR. My daily job is to dealing with media from different sections. So for the past 7 years, I've seen the media trends shifting from traditional media to new media and now WeMedia. So I find it really fascinating to bridge these two markets together and teach the company how can they communicate with the Chinese better. So WeMedia is not a new word. It has been created since 2003. And we also have seen the trend shifting from computer to mobile devices. And actually in Chinese, we use mobile internet more. So the number combined together are more than the numbers in America, Brazil, and Indonesia combined. And nowadays in China, we use WeChat. So what is WeChat? Back to January 2011, Tencent, which is the biggest giant technology companies in China, and also ranking in the top 30 global media in the world in 2017, launched this breakaway mobile-only messaging app, WeChat. Fast forward 6 years, it has more than 936 million active users per month. What can we do with it? So we can chat and share with our friends. We can read news. We can make voice and video calls. We can purchase anything online. We can pay for our lunch, pay for our dinner. We can transfer money to our friends. We can track our fitness goal. We can look at the location map and hail a taxi or even book a doctor appointment. It's really amazing. So probably you will wonder how exactly it works. So I would like to show you a short video and put it alive to you.
The greatest example of this is WeChat. WeChat is an example of, for lack of a better word, a super app. It's a Swiss Army knife that basically does everything for you. It's your WhatsApp, Facebook, Skype, and Uber. It's your Amazon, Instagram, Venmo, and Tinder. But it's other things we don't even have apps for. There are hospitals that have built out whole appointment booking systems. There are investment services. There are even heat maps that show how crowded a place is, be it your favorite shopping mall or a popular tourist site. The list of services goes on basically forever. But it's not the variety of things you can do on WeChat that makes it so powerful. It's the fact that they're all in one app. So why does that matter? Hypothetically, imagine you're sitting at home and one day you notice your corgi is dirty. You open WeChat, hit a few buttons, and a few hours later a man shows up at your door with some shampoo and a big vacuum. Your dog gets cleaned and he looks great. You take a photo, you share it with your friends and tag the dog cleaning business. You haven't left the app. Your friend who likes Hello Kitty and works a boring office job is slacking off at work and looking at WeChat. She sees the photo of your clean corgi. She decides she wants her poodle cleaned. She clicks the tag on your photo and orders the same service. Within seconds, the man with the big vacuum is on his way to her house. She pays him, and he's happy because he got paid instantly on WeChat. She starts chatting with you to thank you. Neither of you have left the app. While chatting, she tells you about a new hip noodle joint. She says, you have to come. It's a schlep, but you accept. She orders food while still at her desk. You order a taxi. She pays for the food. On the way to her house, the man with the big vacuum invests the money he earned from both of you into a wealth management product that's probably a little too risky. Neither of you nor the man with the big vacuum have left the app. Both of you arrive and the app tells the kitchen you're there. Your WeChat profile photo pops up on the wall. It's an old photo from the year you had that weird part in your hair. Of course she makes a comment. Your food is served. You notice your meat is a bit overcooked, so you snap a photo and post a disparaging restaurant review. You're already on your phone and you remember you still owe your friend money because she paid. You transfer her money. Neither of you, the man with the big vacuum, nor the restaurant have left the app. At the restaurant, there are no menus, there are no waiters, there is no cashier. There is only WeChat.
So how powerful, none of you have left the app. I'm not sure whether the queen used WeChat for her dog, her little dogs, but I'm sure if she has it, probably she would. WeChat is so powerful, given the fact that pretty much everyone in China has a phone, has it. That means if you can get a customer follow you on WeChat, then you have a direct line to communicate with your followers with an app that constantly checking for every single hours. So what about business? How can we use WeChat? So for WeChat, for business, celebrities, media, you can open official accounts on WeChat. Once you open the account, you have several functions. First of all, you can add some really interesting content and you can push it to your followers so that they can receive rich media message. And you can set up an auto reply message. Say, for example, the customer insert the keywords, location, and then probably you will answer them the question they asked for. And you can also set up a menu in the button and direct the customer to other web page, probably guide them to purchase. So talk about influencer that Jenny just talked about. We call it KOL in China, which is key opinion leaders with WeMedia. So for these bloggers, the KOLs I need to communicate with every now and then. Probably I should give you some example. For example, the pretty lady on the bottom left, her name is Zhu Jie. So she is a former director of Harper's Bazaar, and she opened her own channel on WeChat. Her style is more focused in art and creative stuff, so that's why the art and creative brands would like to work with her. And also her followers, more than 300,000 on WeChat, they are all like these art and creative things. And for example, the gentleman on the bottom right, his name is Mr. Bag, B-A-G. He's so famous because his WeChat mainly talk about bags from different brands. The famous handbags Tots invite him to do a design crossover just for him. So it's really powerful. So how brands are actually using WeChat? I would like to give you some example. This is Burberry. Burberry partnered with WeChat to create a mini app inside WeChat for its fashion show in China. So you can see the fashion show on live from your phone at the from the perspective of the front row. And when you move your phone, you can see different angle of the fashion show. And also, Amazon put a video on WeChat and guide their customer onto their online shop. Starbucks also partnered with WeChat. Your friends can buy a gift card for you and send the Starbucks gift card to you. And you can use that gift card, purchase product in offline Starbucks shop. So why is WeChat such a great platform for WeMedia, KOL, key opinion leaders? it's more trustworthy to promote within the circle of friends. There are two ways to become friends on WeChat. Firstly, you can search your friends on your mobile address book. Secondly, in private occasion or business occasion, now after we exchange business card, the next minute we're going to take out our phone and say, can I add you on WeChat? So if you want to do business with Chinese, please make sure that you have him on your WeChat. Otherwise, he may disappear after you exchange business card. You may never able to get connected with him again. So when your friend promotes certain content in WeChat, that makes it more trustworthy because they are your friend and you have some association in your real life. Secondly, it's more private and exclusive. So once you follow a brand on their account, the brand can not only send you a message, and this conversation is more private and exclusive because only you and the brand know what this conversation is about. But WeMedia is not perfect. WeChat is not perfect either. There are some challenges. For example, there is almost zero threshold or standard of being a WeMedia on WeChat. You don't need to get well-trained. You don't need to get a certificate to do it. Everyone can do it. And copyright is always an issue in China. For the past 20 years, we get used to not paying to high-quality content, music, or video. So once a good article released out, probably other account is going to copy you and forward to their account without telling their followers where the source of region comes from. And also data. We all know that social media collects data. Facebook do, Twitter collects data, Instagram collects data. But now imagine all this data is going in one place. How powerful is it? What you talk about, who you talk with, how you spend your money online, how you spend your money online, what do you read, where are you going, why are you going, all data in one app. So it's really powerful. So question is, what can we as a traditional publisher learn from this new thing, WeMedia and WeChat? I believe, in my personal opinion, there is lots of advantage of traditional media that cannot be replaced. For example, it has more credibility, the content is better, the journalist in traditional media is more professional, and also when we sit down and read the magazine, it actually gives us more time to accumulate the knowledge and deepen our understanding. I would like to share with you some key takeaways today. So WeChat is really important if you would like to expand your business into China and if you like to do business with Chinese. WeChat is expanding outside of China. So for example, WeChat Pay. I know currently Tencent is working with different countries. If the financial regulation allows, they would like to expand the WeChat Pay to other countries. What is WeChat Pay? Every shop has their unique QR code. You can print it out and put it in your shop, and users just need to put their phone, scan the QR code, they can make a payment. It's really useful and quick. And also, I think traditional media should interact with WeMedia better. Some example, Vogue China, partnership with a fashion brand, Stella McCartney. So once Vogue push some contents in their official account, people can view it and purchase it on WeChat directly. Also, Vogue print out a unique QR code on their magazine. So once a reader is reading a magazine, they can scan the QR code to purchase the product they like and they see from the magazine. So this is my sharing for today. In my opinion, traditional media, WeMedia, is not either or, but is both and. On that note, on such an interesting topic, I would like to open up for a question. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was really fascinating. Really fascinating. I know we're tight on time. We can take one question. So there's one over there. So the green box. Somebody could get the green box to lady who wants to ask a question.
Hi, thanks so much for that. I understand that publishers can be penalised from over-publishing to WeChat. So I think we, with Vogue China, actually only publish like twice a day. And I wondered what your thoughts are for publishers actually growing on WeChat if there is that potential of being penalised in that way. So they're actually fairly restricted on how much they can publish.
Mm-hmm. You mean the frequency, right? Yeah, so actually it's a really good question. So because there are so many official accounts on WeChat now, so everyone follows tons of official accounts. So that's why for one account, they would like to push lots of contents within a week, and lots of time we feel like bombarded with different information. So that in this occasion, I would think content is really important. I would say in order to attract more users to really open your account, to really read it, then you have to focus on content. Now, Tencent has some policy to protect good content. If an article is originally created by you, you can put a tag on it, say this original created, to protect your content. And if you really focus on your content, I think the consumer, they are smart. They can still tell the difference. They are still going to know which one is better, which one should I follow. So I think content is the key thing. When you have lots of information. Yeah. I hope I answered your question.
Just to follow up on that question, I think that I understand that it means if you can only post 2 times a day, that the content you post has to be really, really, really great. But I wondered if there was any other ways that publishers should be thinking about growing their presence on WeChat if they're limited in the number of times that they can actually share that good content.
I think traditional media publishers should work with KOL. So for example, how normally work in China, the traditional media invite the KOL to, for example, London Fashion Week. So then the KOL with huge followers, because they know they are going to see their idols' exposure on this media, so they are going to actually buy the magazine. So in this way, the KOLs get more exposure in a magazine that's credible, and also the magazine get more customer pay attention on it because they got their KOL on it. So I think it should grow together, should work with each other together and learn from each other together. So that's my opinion.
I think we're going to have to kind of end it there because the presentation on the main stage is starting now. I guess anybody who wants to go to that one can go now. If anybody wants to ask Yuri any other questions, I'm sure she'll be around for a few minutes. But that's the end of this afternoon. So thank you very much.